Hello there, welcome to another video of mine. This one I'm going to try something a little bit different. I've long since thought that my channel is a little bit too niche for Saab turbo engines into unusual vehicles. So I'm going to try and diversify, try something which may appeal to a few more people. That's not to say that I won't be carrying on with my current projects. I certainly will, but I'm just going to interject them videos with something a little bit more normal. So what we have here is a lot of tools which I think I'm going to need tomorrow because I'm off to buy another project. Not a project like an engine swapping project, which I know can take quite a while. This is a 40-year-old classic British car which hasn't moved for a while, doesn't start, clutch is stuck. And my plan is to go down there with some tools, some service items, get it started, drive it back, and do other little jobs that need doing, put an MOT on it, and get this right, because I don't normally do this with my projects, as you can see, gathered everywhere. I'm going to sell it on once it's up and running. I'll give you some clues as to what it is, and then you can pause the video, type a comment in, and we'll see who gets closer. It's British, it's rear-wheel drive. The design is from the 70s, but this one's registered 81, I think. You could get them with 4 different engines, from 1.3 up to 2 litre. And the top of the range one, the engine won a Design Council award back in the 70s. Also, if you know me personally, it was the very first car I had back when I was 16. Same colour and everything. Alright, so it's the next day. I'm with my good friend Richard. We're in his Volvo 850 T5 and we're going to head and go see the now. And this is what we are here for. This is a 1981 Triumph Dolomite 1300. I've always had a soft spot for Dolomites. My first few cars were Triumph Dolomites. I've had 1300s, 1500s, 1850s and Sprints, and my first engine swap was a Dolomite 1850 and I fitted a TR7 engine to it. Quite an easy engine swap by all means. And yeah, really, it's where I learned to work on cars, is messing around with Dolomites. So when this one came up for sale, and I know Kerry well, the seller, I had to go for it. So we got some flat tyres and stuck-on brakes. It's going to go. And the problem we got is the valve caps are metal, and they're like corroded on. We got the rear two off. Just got to get the front two off now. We're using wall grips and then chuck some air in the tyres and get it started. Right, we've got air in all the tyres. I'm just going to try cleaning up the points now because they're a bit corroded. And then we're going to chuck a jump pack on it and crank it and see if it's got spark. Right, cool. Oh. I'll turn it over better than we had it turned over.
Sam's resting on the fucking blade. Cool if it's...
Right, go again. Go again. Stop. 5 on 3. Right, try and start it then.
Too easy.
Right, turn it off, the fuel pipe's off it. There we are, we have lights. Clear prop.
Honestly, she stopped like now every time.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Don't, every time. Well, she's only done 49,000 from new.
Right, one problem we got is the clutch pedal is stuck solid.
Is it going?
Who knows?
Collection fuck up vodka.
Well,
That's what I didn't want you to do.
Does that push through?
I think you just popped the hose.
Yeah, stop, man.
Did the hose pop?
Popped it off.
Oh, that's
Mic
alright.
back on.
It is running. Just cleaned up the points, jumped the battery, we chucked some fuel in the floats, and away it's going. We're just going to try and move it over here now, and we're going to have a look at the slave. I've just pushed on the pedal very hard to try and free the slave off, and I've popped the pipe off the master cylinder. Richard did warn me. Yeah, he said don't push it too much. The bulkhead's flexing, and I just kept pushing and I popped the line off the master. So we'll have a look at that.
Okay, well.
There's a smaller extension here.
My kit's there as well, and that's
With a wobbly.
as well.
There's the slave up there.
The other one on the floor.
Right it out, didn't it? Panic. You got it? I can't really do much else.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the slave. See what we can do with it. Right, we freed the slave off. No, we haven't. We've removed the slave and trying to bleed it up, and it's still rock solid. So we're going to try and smack it down now and try and free it off and work it back and forth. So, right, does it whilst you're driving it?
Yeah, I've done it a couple of times when I've been driving it.
Is that moving?
Yeah, I think it has. Yeah. Try and push it out now.
Yeah.
Go on.
You got that.
Oh, yeah, moved.
Right, let's push it back in then.
Push it in. Do it again. Work it. My little diseased brain can't cope with this much innuendo.
Good down, man. And again.
Probably haven't.
Has it gone hard now?
Yeah, that's hard.
Me.
We'll be videoing this.
Yeah, it is. This is the most productive thing I can do with TIG wire.
It's the nicest looking thing you've had.
There are, I think it's a 5,000 horn on that now. If you're wondering what I was cranking in the slave cylinder, it's this thing. It's just a bent up piece of TIG filler rod with a bit of abrasive material in it to clean away the rust. Obviously you can buy horners, and I was going to, but the horners I could find started at 19mm, and I think the slave is smaller than 19mm, so I didn't bother buying one. I thought I'd just make something. What are you doing to that?
I love it.
Just leave it on a minute.
It's quite funny though, isn't it?
Nearly
'Cause
there.
you know what my answer is.
Eyes, everybody.
What, to protect them? We'll see where it goes
I
when it
know I
springs up.
hit mine then, but he...
That's not in there.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's in.
Yeah, that click. That meant no, it weren't.
What? Where you flicked is tough. I have to take this back up and flip it around, I think. Have we twisted the pipe, maybe? Right. Can I pass it back up to you, Rich?
Yeah.
It's upside down.
You put the clamp on the wrong way.
Oh,
How though? Oh, you put it back to front.
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking tool.
Where's the camera?
It's under here, just
Let me
delete.
turn it on.
Quick oil and filter change, and I'm back up here because I've put this bloody bracket on backwards.
Ha!
Richard watched me do it, didn't say anything. Of course it is, of course it is. Yeah.
No pictures, no nothing.
Oh.
Because what goes on in there stays
Shit
there.
in my face.
So this club now,
Right, just fitted the clutch slave back on. Alex has done oil and filter. Just topping it up now, and then we're going to try and start it and see if it goes into gear. Right, we've just freed off the brakes, just moving the pistons back and forth. So that's all good. Clutch slave is on. We're going to drop it down now, start it up and see if we can get into gear and go for a drive. Lovely. Does it go into gear, Rich? Nice. Right, let's take it for a spin then. This is the clutch master cylinder hose which I've popped off. We just pushed it back on and I've wound this bit of TIG rod over it to sort of like wire lock it on and hopefully stand a chance of not coming off on the trip home. That tyre that's on there is going flat, it's leaking from the valve, so the spare is pretty much brand new, so we're just chucking that on. Tell us what you just did, because I did catch it, but I just need you to say it. Did you just try to put that
wheel for it?
Did you just try to put that wheel on backwards?
No.
he thought it was the outer wheel of a twin wheel
Oh yeah,
transit.
dually dolomite.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Bless her. Unless it's a food. Huh?
Has it lost all the dash lights again?
Huh? Real lights?
Have it?
Yeah. Got brake lights?
Oh, the front lights are on. The lights are on.
Yeah. Right. Pretty much mint. Stops and it goes. Just thought I'd interrupt the video there. I've had some clothing made up with the Living My Boost Life logo embroidered on it. So I've got these beanies, these t-shirts, and these fleeces. I've also got the window stickers of pretty much all the projects. If you're interested in supporting the channel and buying this sort of thing, then check out the Living My Boost Life Facebook page or finding me on Living My Boost Life on Instagram. Shoot me a message and I'll show you where to go to get this sort of stuff. Also, don't forget, Patreon members get a discount on all that sort of stuff. So there are a few ways to support the channel. I'd just like to take a moment to say big thanks to everyone who has supported this channel along the way. I've been doing it for 2 years now and I absolutely love it. Whether that's just through views, likes, shares, subscribing to the channel, Patreon members, or buying anything I've put out there before. I really mean this. Thank you very much. Anyway, back to the video. We are on the road. So many memories coming back. Like I said previously, when I was 16, I bought one of these for £50. Russet brown, exact same car, Dolomite 1300. And although I never saw the road, the lanes around the garages that me and Richard used to keep old cars at, we did like 50 miles. It was like about 200 meters worth of lanes, and we did like 50 miles in like 2 weeks just driving around these lanes. And yeah, all these memories are coming back. But yeah, let's see how it does on the motorway. Oh, it moves. Right, we haven't got far and it has broken down. It started spluttering and misfiring and running out of power. It's acting like it's running out of fuel, but also the battery I think is pretty dead, so I reckon it's probably just the dead battery. So we're going to jump start it again and see how we get on. Right, just going to change over the condenser now and see if that makes a difference. Because we just checked the full fuel bowl and that was full of fuel. So if it's not fuel, it's probably spark. Right, we just chucked another coil on it because we're in there and a new condenser. Let's give it a go. It's a lot better. Let's just try it. Let's just get out of here and go then. Right. New coil and condenser. Oh, it's transformed. It's got to be at least 45 horsepower now. Super. Right, onwards to the motorway. Right, so we've decided to fit all the ignition service item components now. So like points, condenser, cap, plugs, lead, dizzy cap, because it's still misfiring. We tried putting this battery pack on it, seeing if it was just low on charge but still misfiring. Checked the float chamber earlier, that's full of fuel, so hopefully just all new parts will make it better. We've just fueled up, it seems to be running alright. We're going to try and hit the motorway. We're on the motorway, doing 50 mile an hour, trundling along alright. It's getting dark as you can see, but we've got lights and stuff, so we're going to make it. Right, we've just stopped at a fuel station about 10 miles away from home just to drop Alex off. He's been picked up by somebody else. There's only so much Dolomite he could take. But to be fair, it's going pretty well. I think it's like waking up. It's driving nicer and nicer. Richard's insured on it as well, so he's going to finish off the rest of the journey and I'm going to drive his Volvo. So yeah, he's in for a treat. Give it a little blip when beast. What do you make of it?
Class. I gotta fix mine.
Yeah, if you didn't already know, Richard has got a Dolomite. He would have started off as a 1500, so a square headlight with a 1.5 version of the same engine as this, but it's got wide arches and the Sprint 16 valve engine with Weber 45s and fast road cam. Check it out on at Wide Arch Dolly on Instagram, isn't it?
Wide Arch Dolly Resto.
Wide Arch Dolly Resto on Instagram. It's amazing. All right, yeah. So we got it back. I'm happy with what I've bought, even though we had a few little breakdowns on the way back. The misfire which we first had has gone away with all new ignition components. So happy with that. It needs a bit of going through. I think it's probably going to need some tyres because I think one or two of them may be misshapen. I just go through, do brake lines, fuel lines, etc. Just to point out though, this hasn't been sat that long. This isn't like a 20-year barn project that I've just got on the road and driven roadkill style. This has only been sat a few months. It was in quite regular use. So it's not a big project, but I thought I'd introduce it to the channel, do something a little bit simpler, and then probably sell it on at the end and maybe move on to something else. But hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Bye.